Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons. This is Ripened Tingle's balloon trip of love. The last time I recorded this series I was 27, this is no longer the case. But Tess, I thought you said we were gonna go back to the forest in this episode, and we will. But it occurred to me between episodes, in the plenty of time that was, that we're going to need bait. And the only bait we have is shark bait. Also, you're here? I don't remember you existing. Can I help you? Good evening. I'm a wanderer on the search for dishes, which I nearly misread as dishes. You know, like that whole thing of the word underfed being misread as undurfed. Yeah, so clearly this is purple undurfed. Undurfed purple. Foodstuffs from around the world. I came to this village to sample its best dishes. But I can't enter the village for reasons of my own. And so I'm begging you. Will you gather food from the village for me? Sure, we're going this way anyway. You're a better guy than your face lets on. Okay, don't make me change my mind. So about the foods I seek. Fish. Mushrooms, some condiments. That's all up. Thanks for helping me. Well, I mean, we do have a spare fish anyway, so have my shy Xander. We've got the stamp for it. It is a spare. Oh, one shy Xander. Thank you. Please get the other foods as well. You're much better at this than I expected. You don't have to be an arse about it. Now, you might think, Tess, if the issue is you needing more bait, because if I didn't say that already, I'm fairly sure I did, but I'll say it again anyway. We need more bait. We will need to do some more fishing coming up separately from catching the shark. And you might think, well, it's nighttime, the fields are going to be closed. Well, the thing is, you can do field work on page 6, page 7, or page 8. But page 6, Lion, Bariki, and Kakashi are at the lunch thing. Page 8, they've already left on the train. So this is the only time now that the entire party is in Vegetable Village. And as you may recall, Kakashi is the only one who can catch worms. So we're here at nighttime, and yes, you cat. Hi. That certainly is a grey butterfly. Oh, now it's white, now it's grey again. Hello, sir. Good evening. Ugh, it's no use. I keep singing that Beyonce song where she sneezes about poker. But I want this butterfly so bad. Choo! Salt and pepper fly. I finally found it, and now this. Hey, sir, how about you try to catch it? I'm sure you can do it. I've done it before and I'll do it again. Take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Now listen, sir. Catching insects is a sport. Is it? Or is it just being needlessly cruel to other living beings so you can feel slightly better about your own miserable humanity? I got much too real there. I'm not going to apologise, though. It's all in the movement. Got it? Okay, so I need to poop on the butterfly. There we go. I brought the brow right back down. This butterfly, however, it scatters those scales, so be careful. They'll make you sneeze if you breathe them in. The right moment to catch it is when it's not scattering scales for a second. So when it turns white, I guess. It's hunting time, sir. Okay, it was white when I tapped. I have salt over this pepper. Oh boy, it got away. I thought for sure you could do it, sir. Oh. There we go. And it only took a second attempt. This must be a dream, or... What's that? That's not the right one at all. I don't need it. Here, you have it, sir. Bitter fly? I prefer salt and pepper fly. I want to push it real good. I'm tired of butterflies. Aren't catch something more awesome. Like what? Here I go. I'm catching that away. Isn't it past your bedtime? Well, anyway. I've been joking about salt and pepperness, but its scales are spicy. Spices are a condiment, and we have 2 more shrams, so I want to say we need 5. Is there one up here making more work for myself in editing? No? Okay, there is just the gas apple, which at this point in time we have yet to defeat because it's not alive yet. Time is a tool you can put on the wall, or wear it on your wrist. Anyway, 3rd more shrimp. I knew these were useful for something. I felt like it was something a bit more momentous than just a random purple guy. An purple guy? Anyway, putting all that to one side for a hot second, the main reason why I came back here is to do the whole fieldwork thing. And as I said, no one's here, it's over for the day, but this is the only time that you can come back and have anyone other than Tingle doing the field working. So, page 6 if you want Smile Mandrakes, page 7 if you want Worms or anyone other than Tingle, page 8 for just vanilla fieldwork, and even then, I don't remember if you can do fieldwork on page 8. I feel like you can. You should be able to, but anyway, everyone's done with work already. Well, too bad. You want to work on the field at this hour? I can't remember your voice, it's been a month. Well, work time is over, but seeing as you were such a help to Iona, I'll make an exception. Good, send in the child. Child labour, activate. Well, that was just one round, and okay, that's a lot more wormage than I anticipated, but see, I was going to go for 2 or 3 rounds. I think I'll go for a second one anyway, so, bear with. Okay, 2 things to remember with this. 1, the animation cycle of the mandrakes or turnips or whatever, that continues completely independent of you existing. So, you might tap on, like, a wilted thing, and by the time you get to it, it's a wormhole. Or you might tap on a worm, and by the time you get to it, it's already sprouted into a new thing. Just keep that in mind. And, my strategy is just rotate between the same few... Like, try to get a worm in a loop of, oh, this worm is ready. By the time I've picked that one up, the next worm will be ready. Try to find, like, a path of those, and, that's what I did. I'm very tempted to do some more, but no, this was a surprisingly bounteous harvest. So, I think we're good for now. We no longer, like, we have other ways of grinding money on this page alone, because this is the page you go to for the dungeon, which we're not doing in this episode, much as I would like to. You got any business? You're still strolling around the village. There'll be no food until breakfast, though. Search the bushes if you're hungry. You can find some glowing mushrooms there. They're probably not psychoactive. But we'll never know. And at some point, I will have to come back here and grind for even more worms just to specifically finish the fishing stamp card, which I don't want to do right now. It's a whole thing. Like, it's not that bad. I just can't be bothered. Did I hear something? I did not. I think it was just my ear popping and I mistook it for a fish. As I am wont to do. Anyway, this should be our 5th Morshram, so we'll take this back to, Don Purpulo, and then get on our way. And I've been recording for 10 minutes already, and I only meant for this to be like a few-minute stopover, but then Mr. McPurple happened, and everything was 12. Hell loaf of bread, I bring you victuals. And I can investigate your polka dots separately, apparently. Now, I do object to someone saying, ah, yes, the word victual is pronounced victual. Like, no, victual is a contraction of victual, but they are still separate words. Like, hiccough and hiccup are 2 different words. There is no English word in which UGH is pronounced P. Anyway. Oh, 5 nightcaps, thank you. Please get the other foods as well. You're much better at this than I expected. And have a creature. I am heard tell it has spices. Oh, that's the one I saw in the book. It's the bitter fly. I can smell its spicy scent. Thank you. Now I have all the local delicacies. You have a local recipe? I've been replaying Rosie Rupeland on my free time, and yeah, that has affected my relationship with rupees somewhat. Don't need to stay here any longer. Oh, you can fly. You're polka dotted, you can fly.
What the? Thanks to you, one step closer to realizing my dream. Thank you so much. Goodbye.
And that was a secret, apparently. This is gonna bug me now. Oh, wait, no, yeah. I was thinking, what could the other secret possibly be? As if this isn't the page with the dungeon with the very collectible dungeon cartridges on it. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, that distraction firmly distracted. Let's we go, shall we, to the forest that I said we were going to go to the whole dang time. I'll just meet you there. You join me, like, 10 seconds later, on page 4. And the reason why we're here, in case it needs reminding, because it has been a month, we're looking for the tears of a tree that speaks the human language. You gonna jump scare me? Oh, it's a lizard. I like lizards. I had a dream last night that I was, like, trapped inside, but, like, that's a bold way of putting it. I was privy to an experience that was essentially... Okay, hi tree. A combination of, like, PT and... What was it called? I'm on observation duty. But imagine if that was made by the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared people. And even in the dream I was like, this would do numbers if I could turn it into an actual marketable game.
Oh, what to do? Going into the forest seems scary.
Hi. You're oranganese. You're orangeness. Oranganese.
Ah!
Okay, that's a face.
What's this? A middle-aged human male. Bright red nose, real big ears. Oh, I thought it was some scary animal. I'm a ladybug, nice to meet you. Huh? I'm not the youngest brother. But let me ask you something. Do you know what a nushi is?
I mean, technically, yes. We did hear about something called a nushi in one of the dungeons. But the game doesn't assume that you know that. That's just like a random bit of... Like, that's happenstance. You're not really supposed to know anything.
It's a fish living in the pond in this forest. I want that fish, and I've come this far. It's so creepy here. I can't go on. It looks so freaking beautiful. So I beg of you, catch the nushi for me.
Sure, why not? We're meandering around the woods anyway.
Yay! Well, I'll be waiting here.
You do that instantly. I believe we can't cross the surrogate bridge. There's nothing for us over there. There was never a map over there anyway. Like, a screen over there anyway. It was just the end of chapter when we were here the first time. So, don't worry, you'll never need to go over there. What is going on with your face?
Drat those darn squivels! My sweet fruits!
I don't want to hear about your sweet fruits, sir.
Why did you steal them? Such heinousness! So tired. Green person. Did you hear me talking to myself just now?
Kinda hard not to, buddy.
Can you understand the situation? Bring back my 6 fruits the squivels stole. Please, hurry.
I don't remember what voice I gave you before, so you are just Tony Harrison now. So, you speak human, my condolences. Do you know anything about your own tears?
What? An evil tree?
No one said anything about it being evil, but sure, we could be dicks about this.
Is that supposed to be me? No, that scrap of paper won't make me cry. The squivels kidnapped my cute little children. This is an outrage.
So clearly we're going to have to take a sun and the wind approach here. We can't make him take his jacket off by being mean, so we'll have to just give him sentimental children instead. And what do we know about squivels? They exist in trees, so, Well, these two trees were a bust, so let's just carry on our merry little way, because as you might recall, this screen is kind of a one-way thing. There is already several things going on here. First of all, give me money. Thank you. Are you anything? Oh, you're sadness. You're vegetables and sadness. I disapprove of this. Give me my money back. You won't. You did. I have been reimbursed. Cool. Anyway, there is Frog. Hello, Frog. Can I... anything to un-eat and un-reverse poop the stalks? Bro's got hops. Which for a frog is not that astonishing. In which case... can I tempt you over with a succulent insect? Surprisingly, yes. I have vague memories of how these puzzles work. I'm going out of my way to not look up a guide ahead of time so that I have a genuine reaction to the stuff that happens in this game. But I do still have memories of when I played it for the first time, so... we can take the frog, chat! We can just reach out and grab it. Frog capture complete, why the house not? Now there's also this. And, I mean... we have frog. We have pipe. A plus B equals A plus B? Oh. No. Oh. Oh? Well, at least it didn't commit to the inflation bit? Awful. Terrible. And then he died. Lovely. Well, I was just saying how I don't want to spoil myself on the stuff that this game does. And you'd think I would remember something, and then he croaked. Pun. You'd think I would remember something like that. But in the end, I didn't. Oh, hiya, Maury. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Don't interrupt me while I'm practicing my water escape ninjutsu. No more messing around, you hear? By that I mean, don't put anything in there. Sir? I wasn't oh, wait, the snorkel. Not even by accident. But telling me not to makes me want to do it even more. I mean, I say I've not really got anything else to put in there. We've got worms, we've got fish, we've got shark bait, ooh ha ha. Would you care for a drink of oil? He drank it. He drank the oil. Well, whatever. We were told to have an inspection of this pond, and I went out of my way to get worms, and now that we have worms, let's go and catch something, hopefully. Or perhaps not. Well, we've got something. Oh, it's a child! We caught a cola! We caught a friend! We made a boat. Lovely. But that's not what I wanted. Well, I mean, I did want that in the long run, but I was hoping for something a bit nooshier. Does that mean anything in a language? Have I said something offensive by mistake again? I mean, I say that. I don't think I've ever accidentally said something offensive in these videos. But I've questioned myself on the possibility of that happening. Also, I like how the bait doesn't tick down if you don't catch anything. That's just a nice little quality of life thing. Oh? Go on. I was gonna say... what in God's name is that? That's a Noshi, apparently! I was going to say, maybe we can't catch anything because Yamori is chilling in the water, frightening the wildlife. But, no. That is the week that is, apparently. So, since we're in the vicinity, we may as well just deliver this untowards the you. Lives in the swamp, its flesh is firm and chewy and very tasty. I will take your word on that. Oh, please bring me in, Lucy. I'm so happy. It's bigger than I thought. Sir! We have had enough of that in this episode.
Does it look very appetizing? But if I eat it all up... Here we go.
Well, there's dedication. Rather you than me, buddy.
Oh, what a piece of work. Maybe now, finally.
Have you leveled up?
I'm healed from my bedwet.
Sir? Excuse me?
I feel great.
Wow. Once again, commitment to the bit. And once again, you would think I would remember something as batshit as that?
That's right, I promise you a reward. Huh? Huh? I'm sorry, mister. I don't have anything with me right now. If you come to my house later, I have something I'd like to give you as a reward. But the village of Windmills is so far away, so I guess you'll never get there. And my words will have to suffice as thanks. Thank you.
Don't bet on it. Yeah, you said that. What's the relationship between Nushi and... Is there, like, some sort of, like, wordplay that... Yeah, I remember that part, it just happened. Is there, like a wordplay in Japanese there or something? Or is that just random humour for the sake of it? Also, are there squirrels here now? Or squivels if you're that way inclined? Because this was meant to be the whole... Well, not that ladybug brother, but, like, the whole thing of getting the seeds was... Golden frog? You're a different colour. Well, you're different, so I have to have you. If I were to put this onto the pipe, would the same thing happen again, or would I get a different result? Because, like, the fact that the frog came back suggests to me that we need it for something, and that is ringing the faintest echo of a bell in the back of my head. But... do we know... Oh, is the thing we need it for just this, and I quote this? Because I'm gonna do it anyway. It's different from that of the frog that became a star. You gonna do it again? We're gonna have a fantastic time? Abso-fruitly not. Well, if it respawns, then that just goes to show that we need it for something. Do we need it for something, or do we nah? We do! Well then, I'm going to grab it. Haha, a sly edit to get me out of having to make the screens go all shoopty and fancier again. But yes, that heavily suggests to me that we need it for something elsewhere in the forest, so, we have a pocket full of frog now. Oh. So that's a tragedy that's unfolding in real time. And now you're stuck. You brought it on yourself, sir. It doesn't look so good. Well then. I'd hoped to do all of this a bit more expediently, but this feels like a suitable scene upon which to say that I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons, and in the next episode, we'll get this squirrel out and punish him somehow. Maybe? You expect me to remember this stuff? See you next time.